Hello gamers, and welcome back to Solospelunking, to this special Christmas Eve episode. So Santa was here, everybody opened up their presents, and the kids, they are busy playing their new Switch games. So I have the time to sneak away for a short while to play with my Christmas present, or not to play, but to unbox it and to get familiar with it. And as promised, I will do this, of course, on the channel. So this will be my second unboxing on the channel. And what you see here is what Santa brought me. It is the Dungeons and Dragons Trials of Tempus board game. And it's a huge box, and it's a very heavy box. And yeah, I want to tell a little story about this game, because this year I checked off a major item of my bucket list. And this year I experienced what I would call the highlight of my gaming career so far. Because this year, ta-da-da-da, I went to GenCon. Yes, GenCon Indianapolis. And if you think now, well, no big deal. Well, as I said, I'm located in Germany. So for me, it meant taking a week of work, flying across the Atlantic, staying 1 week in Indianapolis to attend the con for 4 days, and then fly back over the Atlantic. So this is nothing you do every year, but it was an amazing experience. And like I said, it was one of the best experiences in my gaming career. And at GenCon, I came across this board game. And it was like, I think, the last day of the convention as I came across it. And of course, I didn't have any time to demo it, but I didn't care. Every game that features a lot of miniatures and that is Dungeons and Dragons for me is interesting. So I decided I will get this game when I'm back in Germany. And this is what I did for Christmas. I got this game. And yeah, speaking of GenCon, like I said, it was an amazing experience. And I live near Cologne, which is an hour away from Essen. And maybe you have heard of the Spiel in Essen. And this is like the world's largest gaming convention. It is even larger, largest trade fair for board and games. And it's larger than GenCon. It has 193,000 attendees this year. GenCon had a little over 70,000. And I've been to Spiel a lot of times because it's only an hour away. But if I am giving the choice between attending Spiel or attending GenCon, I would take GenCon every day of the week over Spiel. And I will tell you why. Spiel, in my opinion, is a classic trade fair. You have basically the vendor hall times 3 or 4 times. And of course, yeah, you can demo every game. But it's like you go there from 10 in the morning until 6 p.m. And then the halls close, the exhibition halls, and then you come back the next day and you play games and you pick them up. And basically, yeah, you get a lot of good deals. But what is missing is the convention aspect. And this is something I found amazing, that I had the impression, or I was under the impression, that the entire city of Indianapolis basically celebrated GenCon. You had all these signs with welcome gamers, and the malls, they set up gaming tables, and even at the airport there were gaming tables set up. And you really had the experience that the entire town was celebrating these 4 days of gaming. And even though the vendor hall closed also at 6 p.m., you had workshops, you had panels, you had movie events the entire time. And this is something that gives it this convention aspect. And this is missing at Spiel. So I would take GenCon every day of the week over Spiel. But I will probably go again. I said when I turn 50. In the year I turn 50, I'll probably treat myself again to a GenCon visit. All right, but enough about GenCon. That was just the background for this game. So I have never looked at it. It's an unboxing. It's still in the foil. So I will do this with you on the channel. I have no idea what's in here. I didn't get the version with the pre-painted miniatures. I was too cheap for that. And I don't really care. And so let's open up the box and see what is in here. All right, so the foil comes off. So let's take a look at the components here. So it includes 9 double-sided game board tiles. So, and I think they might be useful even if you're not playing the board game for general RPG purposes. You got 25 miniatures, 8 class mats, 8 class decks, 8 character decks, 16 subclass decks, 10 quest cards, 10 monster cards, 30 loot cards, 40 event cards, 326 tokens and status rings, whatever that is, reference cards, 4 D20, you can never have too many D20, and a rule book. So that's in the box. And the plan for this is, during the holidays, get together with my local gaming group, try it out, play a couple of games, and once I got the grip on the rules, I will probably look what solo variants are out there or come up with my own, and then I'll do a solo playthrough of this thing or modify it somewhat to turn it into, I don't know, an adventure game, RPG, hybrid board game experience. I don't know. I like to tinker with stuff. So this will be something I also plan on doing on the channel. All right, so let's open the box. Whew. All right, so I put this up here. So what do we have? A little piece of paper. So I think this might be the rule book. All right, so this is the rule book. Ooh, nice little illustration here with this cut off giant head. Nice. All right, so this is the rule book, I guess. Yeah, so it's got a glossary on the back. And it'll probably walk you through the steps of your turn. Maybe I should start in the beginning. All right, so we get a component overview. And yeah, we get an overview of the miniatures. All right, so the setup is explained. Okay. Frost runes, okay. So, yeah, order of play, random locations. All right, so it's using, I think, some sort of a coordination system to play stuff. All right. Or coordinate system, not coordination, coordinate system. Okay. Yeah. So I think this shouldn't be too difficult for people familiar with the RPG and RPGs in general. And yeah, so I'll look at this in detail off camera and see what I can do with it. All right, so what do we have here? All right, miniatures. All right, so these, they are packed pretty nice, and don't seem to be bent or anything. Get one out. So this is a miniature plastic tray. All right, so I assume these are the heroes. So 3, 6, 8, and the blue ones are monsters. So let's see, are these... is there some sticky tape? Oh yeah, there's sticky tape here. So open this up. And here as well. All right, so let's take a closer look at the miniatures. All right, so this one already, it immediately looked appealing to me. So there is a name on the base. So this is Ivar. He seems to be a ranger. Yeah, he's got pretty nice detail, I think. I'm not a miniature expert, but for me it suffices. I like it. The plastic is pretty strong, so it's not like when they brought up these pre-painted miniatures from the collectible, they were more rubber-like. You could easily bend them. So this is a different material. They're pretty sturdy. All right, put it back in. Let's see, what do we have here? It is a bugbear. All right, a bugbear. And we have minotaurs. No, bugbears. I thought because of the X they looked like minotaurs, but they're also bugbears. All right, bugbear. We have some kobolds. Yeah, cobalt, says it on the base. All right, so the packaging I think is pretty good. The sculpts I also like, but I will probably never get around and paint them. So what do we have here? Okay, some sort of protective cover. Let's get this. Okay, so here's a protective cover. I keep this. Alright, this is to keep wetness out. Throw this out. So, these are the character cards. Let's take a look at them. I think these are the character cards. Alright, damn, so this, it already ripped open, so you can't really use it again to store it back in there. So what do we have? We have a bard, a cleric, a fighter, a monk, a paladin, a ranger, and a rogue. Oh, I like the rogue. I like rogues. A wizard. Alright, so what's this? This is, I think, some sort of boss monster. Elder Obelix, Trial Guardian, Ooze, I don't know, 100 hit points. Trial Guardian, Monstrosity. Alright, so we'll... A Hill Giant, an Iron Golem. These are probably the boss monsters. Alright, and there's the bard again. Alright, so these are character cards. Let's check them out later. Alright, so here we have the 4D20. I keep them in their plastic bag for now. Oh, these are the boss monsters, I think. The miniatures for it. Yeah, this is the Guardian Naga. This is the Ooze. Oh, look, it's got a woman Captive Elder Obelix. All right. Pretty large base. The Hill Giant. All right, nice. So I think this is his head on the box cover of this Hill Giant. So here we do have card decks. I gotta open them up anyway, so I take a look. Come on. Can't get it open. Damn. All right, let's try with. All right, there we go. All right, so what do we have? Let's look at the back's first. Player. Primary, whatever that is. These are spells, I think, yeah. Spell cards. These are weapons. Primary, what's primary? Maybe these are cards to build your character. I gotta check this out in detail. Just wanna take a look. There's not much artwork on them. Just some symbols and text. No real illustrations. Okay. Alright, so these appear to be some sort of power and weapon and spell cards, probably where you have the ability also to customize your characters. And here, alright, so we got some more here, so they probably all go together. I will just throw them in here together. All right. So here also as icons or symbols, but not real illustrations. The same card backs, player. All right, so I assume these are cards to build your character with. Like I said, I've never played this game. I just saw it at GenCon, and everything that has miniatures and a big box and says D&D or fantasy in general piques my interest. So it was actually a no-brainer to get this for Christmas. Alright, so here we have an event deck and probably quest cards. Let's take a quick look. Okay. So what's this? Quests. Yeah, all right. So these are quest cards that you have to complete. Collect artifacts, gather herbs, monster slayer, read the runes, siphon power, the dark obelisk, the roving mercs, marked for death, the ogre prince, the unholy ritual. All right. So these are quests. Here we got the monster cards. They have nice illustrations, I think, from the monster manual. Oh, look, an Ankheg, okay. Order of play cards. And event cards. Alright, so these have a nice artwork, nice illustrations on them. Alright, so I will not read them all in advance. I think it'll be learn as you go while you're playing. So here we have loot cards. Oh yeah, let's take a look at those. Loot cards. What do we have? So the first trial is to get these packs open. All right, so all right, an adamantine war crown, amulet of health, a bag of holding, boots of speed, braces of archery. All right, dragon scale armor, nice. Elven chainmail. Enchantments. Giant slayer. All right, headband. Heartseeker, ranged weapon attack, range 30. All right. Interesting. So this game appears to use some sort of damage reduction instead of armor class. It seems, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Maybe it uses both. I don't know. And the last pack of cards, what's this? All right, again, player cards, and it seems like more cards to build stuff. I leave them here for now. So let's get out this tray and see if there is something underneath. Yeah, of course. So here we have the battle board and token sheets. They're pretty hard to get out. Oh, there's another bag to keep the moisture out. All right, let's do it like this. Okay. All right, so I will open up this so that we can take a look at the terrain. Ah, my camera. Oops, sorry. All right, so there's more plastic wrap around these. So these are so this is a pretty annoying part of these unboxing things. All right, so these are the token sheets. So we got hit point tokens and status rings and stuff. So I'll just put them aside for now because I think it's more interesting to look at the terrain tiles. All right, so let's take a look. All right, put them in here so that you can get a good view. All right, so yeah, the artwork is pretty cartoony, I would call it that. But that's all right, I don't mind it. And I can definitely see these having a double use, not only for this board game, but also as terrain tiles for a regular D&D session. All right, take a look. Right, so it seems that there's one winter landscape and one plain and woodland landscape. Shattered statues and ruins. Okay. All right. So I will not bore you by trying to get this all back in the box. I will do this off camera. So that's just a quick unboxing because I really wanted to do this on the channel. So the plan is to do 1 or 2 games with it, with my local group. And then I'll try to come up with some solo variant rules. And then I'll probably also do a playthrough on the channel. So that's it. Have a nice remaining Christmas and stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye.